So you were talking about process. So Lisa, talk to us about aspirational mismatch in process.
I know a company, and I won't name them, but they aspire to be a well-managed company. And one of the things that well-managed means in Silicon Valley these days is that we have KPIs and OKRs. So this company has KPIs and OKRs. The problem is they haven't got an agreed upon vision. They've been holding back on it for quite a long time and running without a vision, without an agreed upon vision, and certainly without clear communication to employees of that vision. So when KPIs and OKRs are untethered to a vision, the company is spending time doing KPIs and OKRs, and they're pulling people in different direction because they're not coordinated across the company. They're not tied together to a single direction. This one, I just have this very clear vision in my head of all these people like pulling on ropes in different directions, and the ship is not going anywhere.
The vision conversation is so critical because like last week, some of us folks on the ELC team, for a while, like we had been kind of operating with like our certain vision paradigm for like how we wanted to support our community. And then one of our team members kind of threw up a flag and was like, I feel like we're all pulling in different directions. After, a few months of, our previous vision conversation, and that we were all kind of optimizing for like our little piece of like what we were doing to support the organization. And it wasn't until we had this like pump the brakes conversation for like, what are we working towards? Like, what is 5 years from now? What do we want to have impacted within our community? And then from there, you can start to make more of like the, well, then what are the objectives that help us get there? Or what are the outcomes? And one of our previous guests, Jonathan Hensley, his conversation we had with him kind of came at that same time. And so we were like, oh, this is perfect. Because his whole conversation was about alignment and everything. And so the vision conversation and then aligning your KPIs and your OKRs as a way to then achieve that is so essential. So resonated with that because we were definitely experiencing that pain just about 2 weeks ago.
I really agree with that. I can't teach people to have a good vision. I just really value it when it's there. Find it incredibly frustrating to work at a place that doesn't have a clear vision. And I try to contribute to it in my current startup, but I don't have any silver bullets. It takes maybe work, but maybe also a willingness to be basic sometimes. Mm-hmm. It's very basic to say our vision right now is to make sales, but it's what it needs to be right now.
So when you're having these conversations with folks, like, are you beginning meetings with like, here's the vision? Like, how do you kind of operationalize or integrate like communicating the vision for folks you're working with?
In my engineering teams, what we do is we organize stuff into epics. We use a small a agile process, which means we try to actually be iterative and agile, and we don't worry so much if we're following the documented Scrum processes. But epics mean to us what they would mean to most people, which is a larger set of user stories, which when you're done will achieve some goal that is meaningful. And it's not always a customer facing goal. We're currently in the middle of an epic trying to make our customer success and data engineering teams more efficient. And when we're done this epic, this bucket of 20 tickets, we will be a more efficient customer success and data engineering team. So love that. It does meet a larger vision, and every ticket in that bucket is linked to that epic, and therefore it's linked to the bigger vision. We do work that's not in epics when it's bug fixes or urgent small things, but when it's people working on things for a week and then another week and then another week, we really want it to be tied to an epic and still have a short time frame, but definitely provide value related to the vision when the epic is done.